guys, coming back. Got some music I want to talk about. Plus, just brewed my first beer in my pinter. I'll put a picture up here. It started me and sponsor one, so kind of curious. This is the first. Looks pretty good. It's a Mexican lager, so we'll go ahead and give it a taste. I'm not gonna lie, doesn't taste the best. But then again, this was like the second glass I poured. Maybe I need to play with the settings a little bit. I mean, it tastes pretty damn good though. Yeah. So, yeah, there it is. Pinter Mexican lager. So we'll get back to the music here. Picked up Sodom, the newest one, Arsonist. I did unboxing this since a while ago, but had about a week to digest it. It's typical Sodom or Sodom. Very, very explosive, good stuff. Like I said, I haven't really listened to a whole lot, but what I did listen to, I liked a lot. I think the title track is probably my favorite so far. Yeah, man, Sodom. If you're into them, pick them up. I've never picked up a Sodom album I didn't like. Or Sodom. I have quite a few, like them all. There's never really been an outstanding one in my opinion where like all the songs are great, but you know, hey, they're all worth a listen. Let me go ahead and yeah, it's growing on me. It's definitely got that lager taste. But anyway, so the next one I would talk about is a band called TNT. Knights of New Thunder. This was their first album, band out of Sweden. They were touted as being the next big thing. This came out, I think, 85. If I remember correctly. I was a teenager when this came out. MTV was playing the song Seven Seas, which had such a heavy riff for the time. Seven Seas, Ready to Leave. I mean, it's classic hair metal, 80s hair metal. You got your classic, you know, power chord, bar chord, riff type stuff. Last Summer's Evil, Without Your Love, the sappy ballads, you gotta have them on there, right? Throw with Break Dice, USA, Deadly Force, and one I thought was kind of weird was a song called Eddie. A bunch of these masculine grown men singing about another dude named Eddie. I always thought that was kind of weird. I don't know what's up with that, but anyway. But overall, you know, in true heavy metal, hair metal fashion, due to creative differences and egos and numerous lineup changes, the band just fell into hair metal obscurity and just disappeared after numerous lineup changes and never to be heard from again. Nothing more than a footnote in a hair metal history. I think they had like 2 more albums after this, but none of them gained any traction like this one did. It's actually pretty fun listen. If you're into guitar, pretty good heavy metal, you know, playing in this. Good songs, good chord structure, all that stuff. There's actually some really good fretless bass on one of these songs. I don't remember which one it was. It might be Last Summer's Evil. Kind of surprised me. You know, you don't hear too many fretless bass in heavy metal or hair metal albums in general. But yeah, cool, man. Pick it up. How to relive my teenage years a little bit. Another one of my teenage years, Loudness, man. Thunder in the East. This is actually a really cool album. I like this a lot. Crazy Nights, Walk and Roll, Crazy Nights. Guys out of Japan, man, just cool dudes. Broke out in the 80s, the first Japanese metal band, signed to a major label. These dudes are really good musicians too. Especially the guitarist, Akira Takasaki, he's actually really well known. Apparently he's one of the founding members, not members, but he's the reason ESP is around today, if you go read your history on him. And, what's he, Murate Taka Hikuchi, Masayoshi Yamashita, and Minoru Nihara. Minoru Nahara, he is the vocalist, and one thing really blew me away about this album was the fact the way English isn't his first language, his second language, and how well his pronunciation is in these songs when he's singing. So hats off to him, man. He did a just outstanding job singing these songs. You know, someone who lived in Japan for 3 years, I know how hard it is for a native Japanese speaker really to pronounce English words correctly. And just from listening to this, you know, he did a really, really good job. So I don't think he gets credit for that. You know, so yeah, just a cool band, man. Back in the day, these guys came out of nowhere. I was shocked to see these guys come up on, like, I think a video on MTV. Like, what the fuck? Japanese guys playing heavy metal? Kind of just blew you away at the time, because it's not something you just saw. But they're still around to this day making music, which is cool. So cool for those guys. Last but not least, bet you didn't see this coming. Poison Native Tongue. So when you go on YouTube and you see endless videos of people who talk about, you know, bands or albums that should have got, you know, recognition more following the grunge movement, i.e. hair metal bands that, you know, came out around, albums came around 90, 91 when hair metal, or when grunge pretty much wiped them off the planet. There's a lot of albums that, you know, would have been huge if it wasn't for grunge. This album always comes up on people's list as an album that's just should have been more successful, but due to grunge, it just got you know, crushed under the weight of grunge. So I decided to give it a chance. I'm not a huge Poison fan, but I bought it obviously because of the recommendation of people. But second is Richie Kotzen, guitar player. If you don't play guitar, you probably don't know who he is. But if you play guitar, you know he's just a really, really outstanding guitar player. And I don't know how the hell he ended up in Poison. That's one of the all-time mysteries of the world right there. I don't know how the hell did that happen. But he's really, really overqualified for the job. It'd be kind of like taking Yngwie Malmsteen and put him in the Ramones. It's just crazy. But either way, he did an outstanding job. The guitar work in this album is phenomenal. Really, really good guitar solos. Just credible guitar work. And the other thing on top of that, Bret Michaels, he does sound really good in these songs. The Stand is actually a really good one, number 3. There's one of these, man. It's I can't. Cause my only gripe about this album is a lot of songs sound the same. But there's one of these songs where the guitar solo is just phenomenal, man. The way it sounds and everything, I'm just blown away by it. But the plus side is you put a guy like this in your band. It forces the other members in your band to, you know, kind of step up the game, which they did. I mean, the drums sound tight. Bobby Dahl, you know, you can hear his bass playing a little bit more than previous albums. So yeah, man, this is definitely good. It's not. I don't think your typical Poison fan from Look What the Cat Dragged In would like this at all, but you know, I dig it, man. I'm glad I picked it up. So that's it. That's all I really had. I just want to go over my 4 pickups recently. I had another one ordered, but it didn't come in on time, and that was Faster Pussycat's first one. So maybe I'll do, I don't know, a separate one on that. But let me know. Let me know, guys, if you picked up any of these albums in the past or what you think. I know it's kind of a hodgepodge. You know, 80s hair metal, late, early 90s, and new thrash, but what the hell, man. So comment, like, subscribe. Later.